we have done questions like this. So that shouldn't be a problem at all to simplify them, right? So if you want to simplify this, the first thing you need to know is that the minus 2 is multiplying the product of m minus 3 squared. Okay? So we start by writing minus 2 outside the bracket, then I'll say m minus 3 times m minus 3. Okay, that's the first part of the question. So this means that, right? Then I've got a plus here. Allow me to just use FOIL here. I'm going to use FOIL there. So m times m will give us m squared. M times positive 3 will give us 3m. Minus 3 times m will give us minus 3m. Minus 3 times positive 3 will give us positive 9. Okay? So you should be able, at least you must have those 4 terms. Right? Then to simplify here, there is more than one way of doing it, but I'm going to teach you like this. First, find the product of the binomials. Okay? So this becomes negative 2. I'll put a square bracket there. M times m, that's m squared. M times minus 3, minus 3m. Minus 3 times m, that's minus 3m. Minus 3 times minus 3, positive 9. Okay, now these two are like terms, so they cancel out because they have opposite signs. So you end up getting plus m squared minus 9. Right? Now inside the square bracket, we have minus 3m is equal to what? Minus 6. So we can end up having minus 2 times m squared minus 6m plus 9 plus m squared minus 9. Alright? Then we remove brackets, get minus 2m squared plus 12m minus 18 plus m squared minus 9. Okay? Then we add or subtract the like terms. So minus 2m squared plus m squared, they are like terms. Okay? So this term and that one there, they are like terms. As I told you last week, if you want to simplify that, identify the coefficients first. So here we have a negative 2, and there we have got a positive 1. What is minus 2 plus 1? Huh? Negative 1. Negative 1 times m will give you minus m squared. Right? Then we have got a term in m only, that's 12m. Minus 18 minus 9 will give you minus 27. So this is the final answer that you're supposed to do. If you did the question, this is the final answer that you are supposed to have. Is there anybody else with a question? Okay, how many of you got this answer? Thank you. But the next question, now I gave you this question because there's got fractions, so I wanted you to have exposure to a question which also has fractions, right? So you're not supposed to get scared with that. So first thing, m times m, that's m squared, right? Then m times 1 over m. I hope you are aware that if you multiply a whole number and a fraction, right, the whole number multiplies the numerator of the fraction. So if I give you, say, 2 times 1 over 3, the answer will be 2 over 1. That will be 2 times 1, you get 2. 1 times 3, that will give you a 3. So if you have m times 1 over m, means the denominator there is a 1. So you multiply the whole number by the numerator of the fraction, you get m. 1 times m will give you m. In the end, you get a 1. Okay? So m times 1 over m gives me m over m, which is a 1. Right? Plus, again, 1 over m times m. It means that the numerator multiplies this m, because the m is like a whole number. Right? So you end up having m over m. Then 1 over m times 1 is equal to 1 over m. Okay? Any number multiplied by 1 is equal to that number. So 1 over m times 1 is equal to 1 over m. Then this will give you m squared plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 over m. Okay? With your final answer, you can leave it as m squared plus 2 plus 1 over m. But I prefer to take the 1 over m and put it where the 2 is, and the 2 goes to the far end. So we end up having m squared plus 1 over m plus 2. This can also be simplified further, okay, by finding the LCD. But I don't want to go there. I will stop it. Okay, so that's what you should have done.